Okay, now we will discuss about the construction and working of CMOS complementary metal oxide semiconductor NOR gate circuit. This is a simple circuit of two inputs A and B, CMOS NOR gate. Since it is a complementary metal oxide semiconductor, it should have a combination of both P MOSFET and N MOSFET. Here, two P MOSFET, one for input A, another for input B, they are connected in series. This is a P channel MOSFET. And the same input must be applied to N channel MOSFET. These two are connected in parallel. So one input A is applied to one channel, N channel, and another input B is applied to another N channel MOSFET. Two N channel MOSFET connected in parallel, two P channel MOSFET connected in series. This is a simple circuit diagram of two input CMOS NOR gate. Now let us see the function, how it works. Since A and B are the two inputs, if you have two inputs A and B, what are the possible inputs? 0, 0 is one possible input, 0, 1 is another possible input, 1, 0 is another possible input, 1, 1 is another possible input in terms of logic. Okay. Suppose in terms of voltages, we can represent like this. This is 0 volts, this is 0 volts. This is 0 volt, this is plus 5 volts. Higher potential represents logic 1. 1 here is plus 5 volts, 0 volts. This is plus 5 volts and plus 5 volts. See, these 0 volts or plus 5 volts are the inputs A and B. They are applied to the gate of P channel, gate of P channel. Similarly, to the gates of N channel, to the gates of N channel. Here A, B are the two inputs. Same inputs are also applied to N channel. A is 0, B is 0. Here also A is 0, B is 0 for the first case. A equals 1, B equals 1. Sorry, A equals 0, B equals 1. A equals 0, B equals 1. B equals 1 means B is plus 5 volts. For the second case. For the third case, this is 1 and 0, that is plus 5 volts and 0 volts. This is 1 and 0, that is plus 5 volts and 0 volts. Fourth case, both 1 and 1, plus 5 volts and plus 5 volts. Gate positive, gate positive. Here also plus 5 volts, gate positive, plus 5 volts, gate positive. You see how it works. During the first case, that is when A equals 0 and B equals 0, consider all the transistors. In the first case, input A 0, input B 0. Here Q1 and Q2 are the P channel gates. Therefore, Q1 and Q2 are P channel MOSFET, PMOS, and Q3 and Q4 are N channel MOSFET. Therefore, Q3 and Q4 are N MOSFET. And you know that for PMOS, when A equals 0, it is off. For NMOS, when A equals 1, it is on. So for PMOS, when A equals 0, it is on. See, therefore here A equals 0, B equals 0. Therefore, this goes on, this goes on. That means two switches are closed. These two are closed. Therefore, there is a closed path for the flow of current from VDD plus 5 volts to the output Y. Y is the output. Therefore, when A equals 0, B equals 0, For P channel, it goes on, Q2 goes on. Whereas N channel, we know that for N channel, when A equals 0, it goes off. B equals 0, N channel, input is 0, therefore it goes off. Therefore, Q3 goes off, Q4 goes off. So, these two transistor goes on means this acts as a closed switch and it is just like a wire. So that current from plus 5 volts easily flows through these closed gates and Y is very high. Therefore, it is logic 1. Here, this is opened because when A equals 0, it acts as a open switch. When B equals 0, it acts as a open switch. These two are off. Therefore, no current can flow through this path to the ground because these two are opened at these 2 points. Therefore, the current from VDD flows to Y and Y goes to high, that is logic 1. Let us consider second case. When A equals 0, B equals 1. See this, when A equals 0, since this is P channel, it goes on. But B equals 0, therefore it goes off. When it goes off, it acts as a open switch here. The circuit here, it is disconnected here. Therefore, no current flows through this. Current flows from here to here, but it is opened because transistor is off when B is 0. When it is open, no current flows here. Therefore, the output Y is equal to 0. Now, any current present here should go to ground because no current flows here. This is the, let's see how. When A equals 0, this N channel goes off. But B equals 1, this goes on. That means there is a closed path through this transistor to the ground. Any current present here flows to the ground. And hence no current flows to Y. Because it is open, no current flows to Y. Therefore, when A equals 0, B equals 1. A equals 0 means it is a P channel. It goes on. But for P channel, it goes off because B is 1. Again, for Q3 transistor, A equals 0, it goes off. B equals 1. So N channel goes on. Since it is open at here, no current flows, output is 0. So when A equals 0, B equals 1, this goes on, this goes off. When this is off, no current flows here, output Y equals 0. When A equals 0, this goes off, Q3 goes off. When B equals 1, Q4 goes on. However, the output voltage is 0. Let us consider the next case when the input A is 1 and input B is 0. So for P channel, when A equals 1, that is input is 1, P channel goes off. Here A equals 1, therefore Q1 goes off. Q1 goes off. B equals 0, therefore Q2 go, Q, when A equals 1, Q will go to off. But it goes on because when B equals 0, P channel goes on. It acts as a closed switch here, but it acts as an open switch here. There is no connections from here to here. It acts as an open switch because it does not connect. It goes off. Therefore, no current can flow through this and the output is 0. Output is 0. Therefore, it goes on. When A equals 1, since this is N channel, it goes on. B equals 0, N channel goes on. The final input, when both A equals 1, B equals 1. When A equals 1, it goes off. It acts as an open switch. When B equals 1, it goes up. It acts as an open switch. Here and here both are opened. Therefore, the circuit is disconnected both the points. No current will flow from VDD to Y. Output is 0. Here when this is on, when this is on, when this is 1, both are on. Any current present here will conduct to the ground through this closed path. The current will flow to the ground and it will not flow to the Y. Therefore, output goes to output for 1 output goes to 0. So when A equals 1, B equals 1, this goes on, this goes off, Q1 goes off, Q2 goes off, both Q3 on and Q1 on, output is 0. See this equation, 0 plus 0, 0, complementary 1, 0 plus 1, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, complementary 0, 1 plus 0, 1, complementary 0, 1 plus 1 is also 1, complementary 0. Therefore, the final output has the equation y equals a plus b bar. A plus b is a OR gate, bar is a NOT gate. Combination of OR with NOT gate is NOR gate. So, this is a simple construction and working of CMOS NOR gate. Now, we shall discuss about CMOS NAND gate. See, this is a simple circuit. This is a simple circuit of CMOS NAND gate. In this circuit also, these two transistors are PMOS, these two transistors are NMOS. Combination of PMOS and NMOS is called complementary metal oxide semiconductor. This circuit represents NAND gate. Therefore, this is a simple circuit diagram of two input A and B CMOS NAND gate. Here, P channel MOSFET are connected in parallel, N channel MOSFET are connected in series. Where in the NOR gate, P channel are connected in series, N channel are connected in parallel. It is reverse. Here it is connected in parallel, N channel, P channel connected in parallel, N channel is connected in series, and the output is taken between these two P channel and N channel. This is the output Y. Now let us see how it works. We know that for PMOS, when A is positive, that is gate is positive, PMOS goes off. When A is 0, that is when gate is 0, PMOS goes on. N channel, when A is 1, that is plus 5 volt, when gate is positive, N channel goes on. When gate is 0, that is the input A is 0, N channel goes off. If you know this, you can explain this easily. Let us consider all possible cases. So you have two inputs. The possible cases are first input 0, 0, second input 0, 1, third input 1, 0, fourth input, both input A and B on. Now let us see what happens to the transistors Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. You see this expression. Q1 and Q2 are PMOS, whereas Q3 and Q4 are NMOS. Therefore, this Q1 and Q2 are PMOS transistor. Q3 and Q4 are NMOS transistor. For the first case, when A equals 0, B equals 0. So, when A equals 0, B equals 0, when A equals 0, this goes on. B equals 0, this goes on. Both the switches are closed and current from VDD can pass through both the closed path and will flow to Y and output goes to high because the current will flow. Now, when A equals 0, B equals 0, both are open. Therefore, no current can flow to the ground. In other words, the current from VDD can flow to Y through this closed path, and therefore Q1, Q2 goes on, Q3, Q2 goes off. Output is 1. Therefore, Q1 goes on, Q2 goes on, Q3 goes off, Q4 also goes off, and output is 1. Let us consider the second case. When input A equals 0, B equals 1. See, when input A equals 0, it acts as a closed switch because it's a PMOS. When B is 0, it acts as open switch. Even though it is open switch, this circuit is closed at this point because it is on, and the current can flow through this closed path to the Y. Y goes high, and Y is a logic 1. So when A equals 0, B equals 1, of course this acts as a open switch, it acts as a closed. Even though this circuit is closed here, it is disconnected here. No current can flow to the ground. Therefore, the current from VDD flows through this closed path to the Y, and output is 1. Therefore, when A equals 0, B equals 1, this is on, this is off, and this is off, this is on. Therefore, when A equals 0, P channel goes on. When input is 1, P channel goes off. For N channel, when A equals 0, it goes off, Q3. Whereas Q4, N channel, or 1, it goes on. Output is 1. For the next case, 1 and 0. Again 1 and 0. Here A equals 1. It is a P channel, therefore it acts as an open switch. Q1 goes off. But Q2 is 1 because when B equals 0, it is on and the circuit is closed because Q2 is on. The current will flow through Q2 to the output Y. Therefore, output Y should go to 1. Therefore, when A equals 1, B equals 0, this goes off, this goes on. For P channel, this goes off. A equals input is 1, input is 0, therefore P channel goes on. For N channel, A equals 1, therefore N channel goes on, and this transistor goes off. But however, the output current is 1 because if this is open but this is closed, and current can flow. If this is closed, this can be opened, again the current can flow. If both are 0, both are closed, current will flow. If any one of these 0, if this is 0, this is 1, then also current flows. If this is 1, this is 0, then also current flows because one of the transistor is always on when any one of the input is 0. Therefore, see this, if any one of the input is 0, here A is 0, A is 0, B is 0, then the output is 1. If both 1, 1, when both the inputs are 1 and 1, A is 1, P channel, it goes off, acts as a open switch. B is 1, P channel, it goes off, acts as a open switch. Therefore, this circuit is open at both the ends. Therefore, no current can flow through this or no current can flow through this line. Output current Y is equal to 0. But however, to get output current is equal to 0, any current should flow to ground here. When A equals 1, this goes on. When B equals 1, this goes on. These two acts as a closed switch. So the current finds closed path here to the ground. The current will flow to the ground and no current will flow to the point Y. Therefore, output Y is 0. So in the fourth case, when A equals 1, B equals 1, both this channel goes off. both P channel Q1 and Q2 goes off. This both N channel goes on and the output current is 0. See this expression. 0 into 0, 0, complementary 1. 0 into 1, 0, complementary 1. 1 into 0, 0, complementary 1. 1 into 1, 1, complementary 0. Therefore, the output is given by the equation A into B complementary. A into B is AND gate, A and B complementary. So, AND gate with a NOT gate is called NAND gate. So, the output equation is NAND equation, that is y is equal to A into B complementary. This is the truth table. This is how CMOS NAND gate works. Thank you.